Hello everyone, this is Montasir from the turtlehub.com. In today's video, I'll talk about how to take care of your turtle during the winter season. Now, the winter season is very crucial for turtles, especially not only turtles, for all reptiles, because turtles are not like us. They are cold-blooded animal. That means they can't generate heat on their own. So as a take care or caretaker of the turtles, we need to do some extra things to make sure our turtles are very happy and healthy. Okay, so before I talk about what you need to do, I need to talk about what happens actually during the winter, especially to wild turtles. Now, when the temperature gets too cold, especially when the temperature drops below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, the turtles get into a state which is called hibernation. Okay, I have already talked about hibernation many times in this channel, so I will just shortly explain what hibernation is. Hibernation is basically a state in which state the turtles actually don't move, don't eat, they just stay still in the bottom part of a lake. And if you see a hibernating turtle, you will often mistake it for a dead one. Okay, so you will think it's just a dead turtle, but it's not, it is hibernating. And when hibernating, the turtle doesn't need to eat, doesn't need to move, it will just stay in one place. Why do they do this, right? What is the necessary for this hibernating state? So that's because as the winter approaches, food become very scarce in nature. Okay, so the turtles will not find that much food. So in order to sustain their body, they go into hibernation state, and as they don't move, they don't hunt, they can rely on very little energy. So they can rely on the stored food inside their body, and that stored food will give them energy, and that will sustain them for months. So turtle can be in the hibernation state for months actually in the wild, right? So that's what happens to wild turtles. Now when we are talking about captive turtles, there is no need for them to go into hibernation state. Okay, so don't urge your turtle or don't push your turtle to go into the hibernation state, because it can be risky for captive turtles, because captive turtles don't have that instinct, I would say, inside them to go into the hibernation state, because they are not wild ones. Okay, so that's why we need to make sure the turtles don't go into hibernation state by making sure the temperature inside that tank doesn't get too low. Now we need to make sure the temperature stays in the right zone, and the right zone is about 76 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 78 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Celsius it might be about 24 to 27 degrees Celsius. So that's about the ideal range for most turtles, and we need to make sure the temperature inside the tank is between this range. Now it is not that easy. Okay, so turtles, in a turtle tank there should be two parts, a water part and a land part for the basking area. So for the water part, to make sure you need to make sure the water temperature is between 78 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and for that you can use an automatic water heater. Make sure you get a good brand's water heater. The cheap ones can often get toned out. The turtle might break them and get electrocuted, so there is a lot of health hazard. That's why get something from a very good brand and set the temperature between 78 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, whichever you want, right? And make sure the water temperature stays at that range. Don't just rely on the reading of the heater. Get a separate thermometer and check the reading of the thermometer to make sure the water temperature is in the right range. Okay, now let's come to the basking area. The temperature of the basking area needs to be about 10 degrees higher than the water temperature. So if the water temperature is around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, then the basking place's temperature needs to be around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, simple calculation. So to make sure the basking place has a higher temperature, you need a heat lamp. So you can find lots of heat lamp in Amazon. Just search heat lamp, and the purpose of those lamps is to just produce heat on the basking area so that the turtle can bask. Okay, now in addition to a heat lamp, you will also must need a UVB lamp. UVB lamp is absolutely crucial for turtles or any reptiles, because Reptiles can't generate vitamin D3 on their own. They need UVB ray, and UVB ray helps reptiles to synthesize vitamin D3 inside their body. It helps their shell growth, their bone growth, and all of those good things. So you will need UVB lamp in that enclosure too. Okay, so that's how you can make sure your turtle is relatively happy in a winter by having a heater in the tank and also having both UVB lamp and a heat lamp in the tank. Okay, now there are other some things you need to know, like in the winter, if your temperature fluctuates too much, your turtle might refuse to eat, because when the temperature gets too low, turtle generally refuses to eat because their metabolism goes down. Okay, so if you think the turtle is not very eager to eat or not showing any interest to food, then you might need to raise the temperature a bit and then try again. Okay, and that's it actually. Also, there are some other things that you need to maintain, whether it's winter or summer. Like you will need to have a very good powerful canister filter, because turtles make a mess like a machine. They are just poop machines. Okay, so you'll need a good powerful filter. I absolutely recommend getting a canister filter, and it will make your life a whole lot easier. Also, if you can, change the water 25 to 30% about once or twice a week. That will also help the turtle. And I think that's it. If you follow all these steps, your turtle should be very happy and healthy. And make sure you don't skip on the feeding depending on the turtle's age. If it is a baby turtle, you need to feed it every day. If it's a young turtle, then you might be able to feed it every other day. And if it's an adult turtle, like 5 or 6 year old, more than 5 or 6 years old, then you can feed it twice or thrice a week. Okay, so that's a general guideline. So I hope I have cleared your confusion on how to take care of your turtle in winter. If you have any more question, let me know in the comment box below. That's it for today's video. Take care. Bye.